After spending so much time resetting my home this summer, I wanted to put some of that same love back into myself. I was raving about the body care line of products from Herbivore, and my sister surprised me with some products I've been wanting to try and one that has been my absolute favorite go-to. I was beside myself. Their Cocoa Rose Body Scrub leaves me feeling so soft and hydrated even after just one use. The scent is like a light coconut and rose, as the name suggests, and feels so luxurious. I also tried the matching body wash and the retinol alternative hand cream. Plus I got another jar of the Cloud Milk body cream. I'm so appreciative of rituals like this because taking care of myself deserves a place in my reset too. You okay? So my night routine is honestly a little bit of a struggle. By the end of the day, I'm usually too tired to do much of anything. Obviously, at this age, a lot of my night routine revolves around my 3-year-old. Sometimes I can get things done during her bath, so her dad will usually give her a bath and then I get her dressed after her bath. While she's having her bath, I usually try to take care of my own night routine, which is brushing my teeth and doing my skincare. If I can, I'll try to straighten up a little bit. Or if I'm really tired, I'll take this opportunity to play my game or to try and read something. Most nights I fall asleep before her while I'm reading to her. But every now and then I can muster the energy to stay up after she falls asleep and take care of myself. But honestly, instead of just stressing over trying to follow a strict routine, I sort of follow my body. A lot of my routines revolve around the time of month and how I'm feeling. It's pretty much been the best way for me to maintain and also to avoid burnout. So for my reset today, I want to do some minor kitchen upgrades that are actually really helpful and very much needed, which is mainly this new food processor, food chopper. So we've been needing a new food processor for a while now. I've had this Ninja, I would like to say maybe almost 10 years. I don't know. It's been quite a while. And this, let me tell you, has been my ride or die. This thing works so well. It still to this day works very well. It even worked well when we lost the lid to it, which there's mold in here, which you can see actually caused an issue, but sadly it is time to retire her. Once I lost the lid, I had to stop the food from getting all up into these grooves and stuff here, so I would put a paper towel on top and then I would put this on top in order to use it, and it's still a mess up here. And then also the little bin for this is plastic. I really wanted to do glass. I've been trying to eliminate plastic as much as possible and switch to glass or stainless steel. I mean, it's worked well for me for years, and I would so highly recommend. It's Ninja. It's just a really good quality product, and I'm glad that she served her purpose for as long as she did. However, it was time to move on. I had my eye on this for a while, and then when it went on sale, I decided to finally get it because I knew this would have a major impact and make a big change in my day-to-day. I knew I needed to upgrade my other food processor because it was just time. And I love the fact that this has the two different bowls. It has the glass bowl and then it has the stainless steel bowl, which it says SUS 304, which is supposed to be like a higher end premium grade of stainless steel. But I always have my doubts about some of the vendors on Amazon because sometimes I feel like they're drop shipping these things and they could literally just be saying anything. They might say that it's one thing, but it really might not be. So I was asking Google about it, and Google was saying to try to buy from reputable sources. I was more so just interested in the glass bowl, which I'll probably mainly be using. I was also looking for a blender. And a lot of blenders are very expensive, and I get it because they can do so much, but for the intents and purposes that we're using it for in this household, we don't really need it to do anything crazy. I don't really eat smoothies like that. It's mostly for my daughter. She likes smoothies. I will eat smoothies if I have to. If I'm trying to meet some type of health goal that I've set for myself, I'll eat a smoothie. There are a few smoothies that I really enjoy, but I'm typically not a big smoothie person. And the smoothies that we do make are pretty simple. I figured that getting a new food processor in place of a blender and a food processor would be a very budget-friendly way of upgrading our kitchen, because the food processor basically doubles as both, and that's what I've used it for in the past. If you want a really silky, soupy type of smoothie, you might need to add more liquid to the food processor, but I can still achieve that consistency. And also I can make smoothie bowls, which my daughter also loves. I felt like this was a really great investment, and we ended up getting this on sale for around $30, so it was kind of a no-brainer. So I'm really excited about this product. I hope it works just as good as the Ninja, because that has been going so well for me. So I'm gonna open this up and try it out. The other thing that I'm gonna do today is actually open and use the stuff that I got from IKEA. I actually got this stuff a while ago, but I haven't had the chance to actually open it up, wash everything out, and use it for the purposes that it's supposed to be used for. So it's kind of just been sitting to the side. So I went to unbox these things and start using these products. Oh. Today's seasonal reset, cleaning out my trunk. It's one of those spaces that's easy to ignore, but it was interrupting my peaceful transitions with my 3-year-old from the car to the house, and I needed to make use of this small space to create order. Just a little reminder that not every reset has to completely transform a room, but can still make a big impact. Today I wanted to put together a summer bucket for my daughter. I actually saw this idea on Pinterest, and what it seems like to me is it's fun little summer things that they can go to embrace the season and really get into the summer spirit. I guess it's kind of like a busy box. However, it's more geared towards summer and summer things and summer items. So I thought it would be fun to put together, and I really like the idea of it. In all honesty, it's like a bunch of little toys that she can play with, but I can definitely see it being an activity that she can come to every day, and I can tell her, okay, well, time to grab your summer bucket, and when she can choose an activity or a toy or something out of her summer bucket. I had this basket from before. I think it was like an Easter basket that my partner had bought when he did like this little outdoor picnic thing for us. So I'm just gonna use this because I already had it, and it seems like it could be big enough. I don't know, we have a pretty big bag of stuff. So I went to Five Below and also to the Dollar Tree. I wanted to find things that were relatively inexpensive, even though we ended up spending like $60 at Five Below. You'd think everything is like, oh, $5 here and there, but it adds up quickly. But some of the things I know that she'll really like, and she picked out a lot of the things herself, and then she was just throwing stuff in the basket. So we ended up like laying everything out. I was like, okay, let's pick what you really want. And then we did like a process of elimination to see what she actually might really like and really enjoy, and not stuff that just looked good. So that was helpful, having her there to pick out some stuff. So she opened one thing yesterday, which was actually really cute. It was like this little vending machine. So yeah, so I'm gonna assemble that, and I'll have that for her for the summertime. So my daughter has been wanting heels for the longest time, and I was gonna order her some, but then I ended up just getting these because we already had these. So we are going to throw these heels in the summer bucket. I thought this was cute. It's like a remote control little boat, and I feel like she can play with this in her pool. We found this little pogo hopper jumper thing, which seems similar to something I had when I was a kid. It does say that it's 3 and up. I have doubts as to whether or not she can navigate it, but I don't know, I guess we'll find out. I thought this was cool because it was different than regular sidewalk chalk. It's neon chalk with its spray, and then there's like a little roller, plus it has these little stencils here. So I thought that that would be something fun and different to do. Of course, a coloring book and crayons as like a staple. She's been really into Paw Patrol lately, and of course she loves Sky, and then I forget her name, I think that's Everest. Anyway, so she's very hard on crayons, so this will be good practice for her to be able to use the crayons nicely and not like break them up and take them apart. I'm not sure she's super into coloring books. She kind of likes to create her own art. She likes when we draw pictures for her that she can color, but I felt like if it's Paw Patrol, one of her favorite things, that it might be something that's interesting to her. So she's really been into reading lately and sitting for long periods of time for me to sit there and read to her. I recently just started going to the library because we were buying so many books, which is actually a really great resource to be able to have different books without having to buy all of them. And then I can always buy her favorites. So I thought this notebook was so cute with these like little charms on it, and she likes jewelry. So as soon as she she saw it, she was like, oh my god, mommy, that's so cute. So I thought I would get her a notebook. She really likes to draw in mine, even though she has her own notebooks. So we'll see. She did actually pick this out herself. Maybe that will encourage her to use her own notebook instead of mine. There were a bunch of different cute highlighters. She picked out these cute little ones that looked like candy. She loves just playing with regular balloons, so I decided to get her these fruit inspired ones. This one is also from the Dollar Tree. I thought these were super cute, and I think she'll have fun playing with these. So I've always wanted to try these bunch of balloons. Apparently you hook it up to the hose. I know these have been around for a while, but apparently you hook it up to the hose and it fills all these balloons at once. She's never really used water balloons, so I thought this would be a fun way to test it out. They do have reusable ones that I've seen. Before I invest in the more expensive ones, I wanted to try these out and see how she likes it before I invest in something like that. And then of course the Play-Doh. This is the Silly Scents, and she actually picked this out herself. I mean, Play-Doh is pretty much a staple, but I do find myself always needing to replace the Play-Doh because it gets left out, dried up, or whatever. Last but not least, we have this slingshot. I think that this is something that she can also play with and have fun with, and also try to figure out how to use it. It says 6+, so I don't know if she has the coordination skills quite yet to be able to use this, but we'll find out. It's a Montessori nightmare. She'll probably need a little bit of help navigating this, but I know she's gonna be excited to see it. It looks like a full basket full of cute little toy things for her, so she's gonna love it, but I'll probably have to help her out a little bit with separating and sorting things out so she knows what goes to what. Today's reset was a fun reminder that creating an intentional life means finding balance in the things that matter most. My sister and I took an all-natural candle making class, and it was the perfect summer activity to slow down, be creative, and spend quality time outside of my home. As a mom, so much of my energy goes into caring for my home and family, but I've come to learn that taking care of myself and making space for the relationships and experiences that bring me joy is just as important.